Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Belinda and I go by the name of BelindaChosen. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Oh my gosh, guys, today I got some press-on nails on. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Don't mind the dry hands. But anyway, so today I've decided to do a get to know me part 2. If you have not seen my get to know me part 1, go ahead and watch that and come right back to this. But it's not in order. You can watch this first or watch the other one first. But anyways, if you are new here, you are welcome. If you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. You're welcome, everybody. But yeah, without further ado, let's get right into this get to know me video. So guys, I wrote down the questions on my notebook only because I am filming on my phone today. So I wrote down the questions. So yeah, let's get into these questions. The first question is, are you still going to the church in your God paid all my bills video? Yes, I'm still going to the church and God paid all my bills video. I think it's a great church and I've been blessed by them, and God has led me there for a reason and for a purpose, and that's where God has me, and that's where I am. So yeah, to answer your question, I'm still going to that church. Yep. The next question is, have you ever been toxic? Yes, I feel like every one of us have a toxic trait. And it says, give us an example. An example of when I've been toxic. Okay, so I remember when I was 18, I was dating this guy in college. And like when you're talking to someone, you're dating someone, you guys talk about like your past relationship experiences. And he told me a lot about his ex-girlfriend, and it seemed like they were very, very close. And he was very hurt when that ended because we were together for years. You know what I mean? But then she was no longer in the picture. So we were at my house. I lived with 2 roommates at the time, and we were at my house, and he came with his friend. And, I was just sitting in front of him, leaning back on his chest, and he was on his phone on Facebook or whatever. And then he went to his inbox, and I seen a long message from his ex-girlfriend. So I'm like, whoa, like, why did she send you such a long message? Like, you guys still talk like that? That's weird. He's like, oh, no, it's not what you think. You can read it. So I started reading the message, and then all of a sudden, I came to a part when I seen love. He took his phone. He's like, you can't read anymore. I'm like, first of all, you don't do that. You do not do that, okay? You don't show me something and tell me not to read it, especially when it comes to a message from your ex-girlfriend. That just means you have something to hide, and I don't like that. It was better for you not to show me the message at all. And then he's like, oh, you don't have to worry about it. I'm like, so let me see it then, because you already showed it to me anyways. I might as well just finish it. And he's like, no, 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 no. So now I'm pissed because now you're acting fishy, you're acting suspect, and you look guilty. So what is it that you're hiding that message that you don't want me to see? Why? Did you guys recently connected? Is it your response to that message? Because it was a long message, and the girl was pouring out her heart about how she always loved him and how she this and that and that and that and this and that. So I was pissed off. Like, my blood was boiling. So you know what I did? I was so petty. I know how to make it burn, basically. So I took my cell phone, I called a next guy in front of him and his friend. And I called the next guy, I'm like, yo, what are you saying? Like, what are you doing? The guy's like, what are you doing? Like, I'm like, nothing. He's like, who are you with? I'm like, nobody. And then I'm laughing up on the phone with the guy, ha ha ha, he, ha 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 ha, da 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 da. And I'm looking at him, he is pissed. And his friend is just like, did your girl just call a man in front of you? And then when I was done on the phone, I hung the phone. He was so angry, took his stuff and walked out. I'm like, good. Now you know how I feel. But that was a very toxic thing to do. Guys, don't ever call a next man in front of your man. Not even behind your man, okay? Like, that was so bad. I guess because I was so hurt and I was young. I was immature. I didn't know how to respond to that situation. So I thought I should respond by hurting him back where it hurts. And especially because his friend was there, I knew he would have been embarrassed because I knew like how men are prideful. And his friend was like, oh my gosh, your girl just did that. So he didn't talk to me for days and days and days. That's very toxic. That's a very toxic trait. But yeah, that's a time I was toxic. But give me a reason to be toxic. But even if somebody give you a reason to be toxic, don't be toxic. Don't go outside of your character to try and piss somebody off, But yeah, that's that question. The next question is, have you ever broken a guy's heart? Unfortunately, yes, I have. I'm out here breaking hearts, like, I'm joking. It's a joke, okay? It wasn't on purpose. It's just that the guy really likes me, and he used to send me like long paragraphs and stuff like that. Like at first, like I was interested, but honestly, I wasn't ready for a relationship at all. Like I was not ready for a relationship, and he was getting, yeah, he told me he loves me, and I said, I'm the wrong person you should love, and I'm not the one for you. This was years ago, like I was young. And he went on and said, oh, like he's never had his heart broken ever in his life, that he's the one that breaks hearts. He doesn't get his heart broken. I'm like, well, you don't, I'm like, there comes a time in your life when you've been doing the rejecting. There comes a time in your life when you get rejected. Like, bro, get over yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I felt bad because, you know, I have such a soft heart. I felt really bad. Like, I even cried that I hurt him that much because of me not wanting to be with him. But I had to explain to him, like, listen, I'm trying to get over somebody right now, and it's unfair to you if I get into this thing having feelings for somebody else. I'm the kind of person, I don't like unfinished business. I need to get over somebody first before I can jump into another relationship, because I don't think it's fair for me to bring that emotional baggage into another relationship. And I just said no. So I broke his heart. So he says, or whatever. But yeah, that's the time I remember breaking somebody's heart. The next question is, when was your last relationship and why it ended? Hey, you guys are going to personal. My last relationship, to be honest, was in 2015. It ended because he was not the one for me and I was not the one for him. And we were not equally yoked. It just didn't work out. Okay? That was my relationship. It ended because he wasn't who God had for me and I wasn't who God has for him. And looking back now, I can understand why, and I'm thankful and grateful that I am where God has placed me today. So, how much have you made off YouTube? Up to date, I've made 84 cents on YouTube. Woo! Rich. 84 cents. Next question. What's the best present you ever received? Oh, I remember this guy bought me a Canon camera. Like, it was an expensive camera, okay? Like, beautiful. But I returned it to him after a week because apparently I broke his heart. This is not the other guy broke his heart. This is another guy that really likes me, but I didn't see him in that way. And I accepted the camera and I love the camera, and until I heard that he was on his couch crying and he wasn't able to move and do anything, that I hurt him that much. It was a whole situation that happened, and so I felt guilty keeping the camera, so I returned it. That's another story time for another day. But yeah, that was the best gift I've ever received because it was so thoughtful, because I love taking pictures, like in those times. Like I love taking pictures, and I wish I had something better quality to take pictures and make videos back in the day. And he paid attention to that, bought me a nice, beautiful Canon camera. And I gave it back. My friend said I was stupid for giving it back, but I felt bad. Like if someone's telling me I broke their heart and because of me, they can't eat, I'm not gonna hold on to their gift, so I gave it back. That's that. Next question is, would you marry the last person you liked? Oh, no, and no. That's the answer. I would not marry the last person I liked. No, thank you. Next question is, what kind of wedding do you want? I honestly, I don't know when this started, where it started, why it started. I want a destination wedding, and I want to get married in Jamaica. I have this dream of this destination wedding, and I want to get married in Jamaica. Why Jamaica? I don't know. But yeah, that's my dream wedding. And I know, like, you know, I'm African, and African have this extravagant weddings and big weddings. I don't want those. I don't want to be broke after I get married. Like, my mom was like, you gotta have those big African weddings. I'm like, Mom, if you pressure me, I'm just gonna go to City Hall. Okay, it's not gonna make you happy. Please don't force me. I want a destination wedding. A destination wedding. That's my dream. But yeah, that's the kind of wedding I want. A destination wedding in Jamaica. Next question is, where are you from? I answered this in the last video. I'm from Nigeria. Okay, Edo State, Benin City. Shout out. Hey, fine girl, no pimples. Fine girl, no pimples. African girl, original African girl, made in Africa. 100% authentic. Maybe not too authentic because I suck at speaking my language. The next question is, do you live with family? Nope, I haven't lived with my family since I was 17. I moved out of my house when I was 17. And the question is, what's the difference between living with your family and living alone? Well, I moved out a long time ago, and when I lived with my mom, I shared a room with my sister, and I have two brothers as well. It's just so chaotic. When kids are growing up together, kids just, I don't know, like me and my siblings were such Tom and Jerry, like, oh, and I shared a room with my sister, and that drove me crazy. Okay, I didn't like to share at the time, but moving out, I had to grow up really quickly. I had to mature really quickly. I believe like moving out at that age, I was forced to grow up quickly because now I had to work to pay my bills. I had to work to make sure my needs are met. Work to make sure like I have necessities and stuff. Nobody ever helped me pay rent. Like honestly, God is the reason why I've survived out here on my own for so long. For over 10 years, I've been here by myself. And living alone has been amazing, beautiful. Like when I need peace, I need to escape from the world, I come into my house because nobody's here and I'm just here. But now I've lived on my own for so long that I'm ready to take that next step into marriage and live with my husband. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed my season of singleness. I've enjoyed living on my own for so many years. Now it's time to move on to the next season. But yeah, it's just that peace of mind. I guess that's the difference between living with family and living on my own. It's just been great. And, I was young. I didn't have to answer to no one. I don't have to text anybody, I'm going to be home at this time. Like, it was just, I had that freedom. But now that I'm older, I don't barely want to go out. Like, I have the freedom, but most times I just want to stay home and watch a movie and just chill, Yeah. But yeah, that's the difference. And the last question is, have you recently cut off anyone? Yes, I have. I had to cut off a friendship of over 14 years because I realized I was loyal to that friendship because of the length of time we've been friends. And sometimes you have to realize certain people are toxic and certain people are not good for you, and certain people might make you toxic. And don't keep a friend around because you guys have been friends for such a long time. You have to understand that throughout years, you grow and you might grow, and someone might stay the same, and you might stay the same, and someone might grow. Sometimes there comes a point in your life where certain friendship no longer serves a purpose. So certain things were happening where I'm just like, this is not good for my growth. So that friendship had to go. So yes, I have recently cut off a friendship that's been over 14 years. And am I sad about it? No, I'm not. I have a peace of mind, and that's what's important. You don't have to be friends with everybody, right? That's all the questions for this Get to Know Me Part 2. I hope answering all these questions give you more insight into getting to know me personally, where I've been, where I am, and where I'm going. I don't know. I hope it really gives you insight to get to know me better. But yeah, guys, this is the question for today. Right now, I'm trying to vlog currently. I don't know if it's working out. But anyways, I'm starving. I'm about to go out to a restaurant to eat food by myself. Okay, like guys, learn to spend time with yourself. I've been doing that since like last year, taking myself out for dinners. It's been amazing, like so great. And I'm gonna keep doing that, dating myself till my husband comes and date me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is a video for today. I love you guys. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys again in my next video. Bye. I thank God for the best up.